Welcome back to the Gracie Insider Technique of the Month. We're in September right now, and this month's focus is going to be a good arm lock, a very effective, realistic arm lock from the bottom of the guard. It's reasonable to assume that if you fight someone bigger and stronger, you're often going to get thrown on the bottom and end up with the person inside your guard. So what I'd like to do is make sure that your arm lock from the guard is very precise and that you can apply it on even a heavier opponent who's trying to hurt you. The one I want to talk about is when someone, for now, just to understand the arm lock first, we recommend you practice it with the person's arms near your chest or neck where they're driving their weight on you, trying to choke you a little with the forearm. Anything like that's okay, just to practice it, and then we'll apply it to a more realistic situation. Someone could be here. What you want to do is you want to make sure that when you decide which arm you're going to break, the opposite hand shoot underneath their leg right here. So make sure you get that angle over here. So the hand on the side opposite of the arm you're going to catch. If I'm catching this arm, this hand is shooting underneath the leg right here. Look how my body turns as I get the hand deep under the leg. At the same time, this hand comes across his neck, hooking his shoulder right here. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my hand in place, blocking the shoulder. Now together, my legs are going to travel up, around the shoulder, around the neck, and I'm squeezing my heels very tight. As soon as my legs land, I go to the wrist immediately. So the shoulder hand comes to the wrist. The other hand can come out, secure the wrist as well. I keep my heels down, very heavy, keeping his head facing the ground, pushing downwards, making it difficult for him to stack me up. Control the wrist, making sure the elbow is open to the sky, and then break it. Okay, so one more time here. Very simple. We're shooting the hand right next to your butt right here. Slide down, shoot the arm inside, and hook the inner thigh. You don't have to even grab anything. It's just my forearm there that hooks. So deep as you block the neck. And some of you might be thinking, well, what if the guy tries to pull his arm out? And it's possible, but the fact is, in this technique, we're assuming the bigger, stronger opponent wants to choke you, wants to drive on you. He's the one committing to hurting you, which makes it so that he's trapping his own arm, essentially, on your chest. He's leaving it there for you. It's just a question of whether or not you're able to maneuver under him to catch the arm effectively. Okay, so one more time, we're shooting. The arm is slicing, keeping the space. This arm is very important. Without it, he could easily lower his head, making the leg difficult to come over. So I'm shooting the hand, bracing the neck. He's trying to get down. I don't let him. I shoot the legs up. The legs traveling is a result of me pulling on the legs, on his leg. So I'm pulling his legs, spinning like a turtle, and both legs moving up. This leg comes up, and both legs clamp. You can't
kind of get up on your shoulder blades.
Yeah, kind of move, and then I shoot. And my hips, everything high, everything clamping. As soon as I catch those, I want to keep his head low. I don't want his head to come forward. So I want to push his head low and down, throwing him a little bit off balance. And then my hand goes right to the wrist right here. Remove the other hand, find the wrist. Now, some people at this point will start squeezing the arm in this direction, where they pull it to this side of their body and drive their hips slightly in this direction. The problem is, as you can see, when you do that, Hito's elbow bends upside down. So the best rule when breaking the arm is to rotate the wrist towards the opponent's feet. So his head is here, his feet are here. I'm twisting the wrist this way. That'll open the elbow up. And a good rule as well is to bring the hand always towards the bottom of your head. So instead of bringing it this way of my face, I bring it to the other side of my head. And as I pull down, keeping my heels tight, as I pull down the arm, the wrist, I thrust my hips up right against the bend of the elbow there, hyperextending the joint. Okay, one more time in slow motion. So I'm shooting the hand, blocking the neck, spinning high, clamping tight. Go to the wrist, come out, keep my legs heavy, keep the wrist, make sure your heels are down. This leg can be here, tight and tight, and then I break. For practice purposes, what you can do also is you can shoot one side, one, go back. Shoot the other side, block the neck, spin, grab, go back. Just get real efficient on both sides. Catch, and go back. It should be real easy. And the top person can have a lower head, which causes me to create the space a little nicer. So it's up to me to make sure I have enough space for the leg to land nicely here. Okay? Now, in a more realistic situation, I might have Hito on the outside while I'm protecting my face, because the number one priority in any guard situation is to avoid the punches. So if Hito's arms are on the outside, there are two times for me to go for the arm lock. One is if he tries to bring his arm inside. He slides inside my arm right here and accidentally slips in, or I accidentally let him in. As soon as he comes in, my arm begins to shoot in the right direction, and I go. So by him bringing his arm inside, he just created the opportunity for me to spin. Look, his arm is here. Before he effectively punches, my hand starts to slice his neck as my other hand hooks the leg. Okay, so same arm lock, different beginning. From here, he comes in, he slips through, I shoot, and I go. The other opportunity is if he can't slip in, but he's resting. He's not throwing punches, because if he was throwing punches, my priority would remain to block the punches. But he calms down, he's resting. Maybe he's a little bit tired. That's when I create a little bit of space, and I shoot his hand through, hugging his arm. Watch how I did that. I open up a little bit, and I slice, and I come around the arm tight. Now I shoot the leg together, and then I go. Hold the wrist immediately, come out, legs heavy, and break the arm here. Okay, so from the punch block series, control, one hand on the neck, other hand pinching the arm. Either he brings it in, or I swim it in, either one, and then I come across the neck, shoot, legs up and clamp. Hold the wrist, and break. Make sure your legs stay tight. Just practice, left, right, outside, arms in the chest. You never know what you're going to run into. Any comments?
Yeah, if you're in Louisiana, Tennessee, or New Hampshire, I'll be there soon, and I can double check these moves for you, see how you're doing.
The dates?
On the dates are the next 3 or 4 weeks. So
like late September, beginning of October.
what are the dates? What are the exact dates?
You don't want to be on the East Coast. Go check him out. Learn the arm lock first, and then he'll evaluate it, and you'll be in business. Thanks a lot. See you guys next month.
Keep it real.